Right. I dropped it. It was going at very fast speed when I dropped it into a wall. And and I dropped it and damaged the wall, too. But anyway, so I may have done that once. And I went to the store.
For drywall?
And there may not have been much phone left from the dropping that I dropped it. I know, it's crazy. I was just, what an accident. Mm-hmm. And I may truly have only been able to provide the SIM card, kind of. So I may have walked in with the SIM card, and they were like, well, why don't you bring us the phone? And I'm like, well, we can trade that in. I'm like, no, not anymore. And then they understood the assignment. Like, they knew, like, immediately. They work in a phone store. Like, okay, got it. Well, here's what we can do. We can get you a warranty phone, I guess, or something. You can buy a new phone, but the one phone's going to take a while. So what you could do is just carry your iPad around for a while, and, like, that'll, until Monday, because I think this was a Saturday when the dropping of the phone occurred. And then it was like, hey, we'll get you a phone by Monday, but, like, you can just carry your iPad around. I'm like, well, you want me to carry my iPad around like a phone? Like, you want me to go to a date with my iPad in its case? Like, how you doing? What's going on? Well, what's that about? Well, this is in case it gets boring. I'm going to watch it. I'm right in the middle of something on Netflix, and I really didn't want to have to interrupt it. So if you see me look down at the iPad, that means you're boring as hell.
Yikes.
But, it has all the same functionality. So if you had Wi-Fi, or if you have the cellular iPad, if you're one of those people, then, well, you'd be fine.
I could see a mini, but, like, if you have a full-size one, that's crazy. I mean, it would fit in your little crossbody purse that you have.
Yeah, I just don't take the crossbody purse on dates very often.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Not regularly, no. I wear my crossbody purse to work only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe it's also called a messenger bag, but a crossbody purse works fine.
Tomato.
It's Pride Month, and if that's a prideful thing, fine, so be it. A man can wear a straight man can wear a crossbody purse like nobody's business.
You're crushing it,
working girl.
Just because it's a Birkin, I know you're jealous because you wanted one too.
Yeah, I'm jealous of the actual bag it is too.
That I wear my Birkin every day. Yeah. So what? So a lot of women typically have it. So what? Why can't a guy have it?
Go off.
Trendsetter. That's like you learned a new word over the weekend. Za.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't know what that meant either.
You didn't?
Really?
Za. If someone were like, you got any za?
Yeah.
I'd be like, probably not. That sounds like something I wouldn't have, but then it turns out I have a lot of it.
Right, it does.
Allegedly.
Yeah, someone on TikTok obviously was like, I could never go on Love Island because you can't drink that much, you don't have your phone, and there's no za. And I was like, pizza? You're right, I've never seen them eat pizza. Yeah, and I learned the origin of the word. Exotic. It came from the word exotic.
God, I'm going to sound so lame if I go through the list of words. 2025 teen slang.
Oh, God.
You guys want to teach us any? 855-591-1035. Some of this stuff I already knew. I don't know if it's parents.com. Teen slang dictionary for parents in 2025. Yeah, you might want to go there, Paulina.
Yeah. Parents.com?
Parents.com. If you have any questions about parenting, you can just go to parents.com. What's that? Your kid comes home with black tar heroin? Parents.com.
Right.
Log in. They'll tell you what to do.
Right.
What's that? Your kid comes home, asks you about condoms? Parents.com. Just go right there. Some of these, parents.com should already tell you that some of these are not revolutionary. Yeah. AF.
Oh.
We know what that is.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. You ate? Brat summer. First of all, that's not a 2025 term. That was 2024.
See?
Brat summer has already occurred.
You and your purse already did Brat summer.
Right. Brat summer. My Birkin and I, and it's more of a firkin because I got it, in an alleyway in New York. And it looks very real. From 50 feet, you cannot tell that it's not real. Yeah. Brat's. Come on, guys. Brat summer. Bossin. Okay. These are not new terms. I know all of these. Hits different. These are terms that parents are supposed to know. But if I said this to my mom, this would be revolutionary for her.
Oh,
She's probably a subscriber of parents.com. But I mean, I don't know that she knows all this. I think I know a lot of stuff because you guys are cool and younger than I am, and so I come to work and then you guys say stuff and I learn it that way. So you guys make me cool because I would know what this stuff meant from the internet or whatever, but I don't know. Remember the last time I said something was lit and I meant it, but that's on this list too. Fire, hot, trendy, amazing, or on point.
I mean, that you can use context clues. I mean,
that's what I mean. Like if something's lit, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Now these are not helpful to me at all. Yeet, Yassify, a dramatic makeover, or to apply several beauty filters to a picture until the person is totally unrecognizable. Vanilla, you have to define that for me. TBH, to be honest. Come on, this is ridiculous. Za. Maybe I should type in drug terms on parents.com and see what they come up with.
I would love to hear.
Someone did Uriel. Does Fred have skibbity riz? The hell's that? Is that you trying to get me to say something stupid? Because I just did it. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay.
Everything's skibbity with them.
Okay. Anyway, so za, skibbity za. Brad Summer, parents.com. Thanks. That was helpful. No, none of this is helpful to me. weareteachers.com? I mean, what is this? List of the 200 most popular internet words of 2025. Slangwise.com. I don't. This is ridiculous. I'm not doing this. This is the same word. Thirst trap. I know what a thirst trap is.
We need an updated version.
Yeah, I don't like
Vibe
this.
check.
Okay.
A big yikes. Big yikes is a more emphatic version of yikes, expressing dismay.
You're kidding me.
Big yikes.
Oh,
Yep.
my God.
Yes. A spirited way to say
Yeah.
We got that.
Okay.
We need better.
No, period.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Concludes a statement definitively. Thank
The
you
T.
for that. Slay, extra, T, yes, thank you. Thirst trap. If you don't know what a thirst trap is by now, demure. This is not 2025. Demure
No.
is at least 2024. It might even be 2023.
We need teachers to tell us what the kids are saying.
That's
They
what
don't
I mean.
understand.
I need to understand what the kids are saying these days. And these lists from parents.com and weareteachers.com are not helping me right now. Headlines, the biggest stories of the day next after Alex Warren. Back in 2 minutes. It's The Fred Show.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. How would you lay me down to the dead and buried? On the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your ride. Something so out of the ordinary. How are you laying me down to a dead and buried? On the edge of your night, staying drunk on your ride. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground in the sanctuary. Trying to be with your touch, but God return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found.
Peace be with you. And you don't say it also with you anymore, do you? Say
And with your spirit.
Why do we say it that way?
Not the rebrand I asked for.
That's what that song inspired in me. Peace be with you.
I want peace in your spirit.
Why can't it be also with you? And I don't understand.
Fred Show is on. Fred's biggest stories of the day.
I told you guys I went to that Catholic Mass funeral, and I felt like an outsider. My Nana would be so disappointed in me. I did not get the new script. No one sent me the adjustment.
Right, you just show up one day and everything's different. Like, that's not cool.
It's like, I know this part. Okay, peace with you. And also, and it wasn't even that.
Yeah, it was a record scratch for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. Our Father who art, I got it. Okay, but they did that. That was different, too.
That was different, too. Yeah. The end of it was like they said something I had no idea.
I know. Guys, I know. Just listen to more of that Alex Warren song. You'll understand.
Right.
If you don't want to talk about war, and I don't, then here are the biggest stories of the day. The Oklahoma City Thunder are NBA champions after finally finishing off the Indiana Pacers in Game 7. Last night, the Pacers were hurt by the loss of their star player, Tyrese Halliburton, at the end of the first quarter. He suffered an Achilles injury and left the court in tears. Very sad. But Game 7, I slept right through it. But the Oklahoma City Thunder, guys, something I never thought I would say. Oklahoma City. Well, I shouldn't say that. In recent years, maybe, but who knew? NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Underdogs.
I am sort of impressed, though, not about war, but about the B-2 pilots that were involved in the war. You know, they take off out of Missouri. They fly over there. They do all that. Turn around, come back, never land. So they're in the air for like 18 to 24 hours. And they have a microwave, a toilet, and something else, and a cooler in the airplane. And they just refuel on the way. Just refuel.
How can you refuel without stopping?
Airplane. You've never seen this before? They have airplanes with gas in them, and a pipe attaches in the air to another airplane, and then it sucks. They never have to land. Yeah.
Now, Fred, where would I have seen that?
Right.
I thought everybody knew they had aircraft refueling. You never heard of a refueler?
No.
You've never heard of this? Did you not know this?
No, honey.
Wait a minute. People didn't know this?
No.
I thought this was common knowledge.
Baby.
So they got big ass airplane, a huge airplane, like the kind bigger than the kind that you would go on like Southwest, right? And it's full of gas.
Oh.
And so it flies up along, whatever 30,000 feet, and then it's got like a boom on it. It's basically like a long gas tube basically, and the other airplane flies up right behind it, and the tube comes down and connects, and they connect the airplane, and it fills it up with gas, and then they just keep going
because they don't have time.
Yeah, the fighters do this. A lot of different airplanes can be refueled. Air Force One, I believe, can be refueled.
Now, does it fly along with it the whole time? It flies right at
same speed below it, just below it, and then there's a person in the back of the refueler that like drives the boom, and so like the other pilot will fly up kind of behind it, and then they'll like adjust the tube. I thought everybody in the world knew they had this.
No, and who refills the refiller? Because if it's flying,
so those are stationed like all over the world. So like if I'm B2 man and I take off out of Missouri. Whiteman, Missouri, and I fly, and like, let's say maybe I get up over like, I don't know, Greenland or something, and then maybe the refueler guys are in Greenland. They are full of gas, and then they fly up there, and then they go back home. Right, then they'll go back to their base, and then those guys will keep going, and then maybe they get over like, I don't know, I'm making this up, France or England or somewhere where we have refuelers, and then those guys take off and meet them, fill them up.
And there are refuelers that we put there.
Fill them up, all over the world. And so, so these dudes, they flew over there.
What?
They did what they got to do. They turn around, come home, land the next day, and never landed.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Didn't know, girl. You giving us tips, right? This is crazy.
Tips? What are you
secrets. I mean,
like the
what
inside.
Else do you know?
You going to drive your Range Rover down the highway while you're watching TikTok, and someone going to just come and refuel you while you're rolling?
It would be nice. This is crazy.
I hate stopping.
If they can do this in the air, like...
Right. What about land?
Right.
Yeah, they can stay up in the air forever. Like, not forever. Well, in theory, they can stay up into the air until they run out of food. Food would be the only thing they would need.
Wow.
Yeah, theoretically. So I thought that was kind of cool, though. They take off, and then they see you tomorrow, and they go do a bunch of stuff. And then, like, their wives are at home. Like, oh, honey, I got to go to work. I'll see you tomorrow. And then they're at home watching CNN like, oh. I guess he was there. And then they turn around and come back. Yeah, it's cool.
Wow. It is.
Yeah. Anyway, also, this isn't my list of stories today, but it has nothing to do with anything except it's sports and kind of crazy. A dude named Gideon Lampron is his name. He's a Bowling Green college linebacker, and he's getting attention for his stats, but also because of his middle name, ESPN. His name is actually on his birth certificate, Gideon ESPN Lampron. In capital letters. His dad, who's a huge sports fan, snuck the name ESPN onto the certificate while mom was asleep after birth. So this is kind of like what the nurses did to your mom.
I was going to say, that's like history repeating itself.
Because the nurses named you because they believed that your mom, who was new to this country, maybe didn't understand the English language well enough.
Right, but she knew my name. You know, the craziest part is like she said what she said.
Right, but then they said no, because that might be confused with a common street name in this area.
Which is spelled the exact same way, just pronounced different.
But that's okay.
And
you're allowed to have whatever name you want, and you're allowed to tell people how to pronounce it, too.
Yeah, and my name, my name is very much a name of her native land.
Yeah, native land, right,
native land.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, this guy's middle name is ESPN, and mom had no knowledge of this because she was asleep after, extracting a human from her body, and he thought that would be cute to sneak that in.
Oh, that I would.
But he's grown to be like successful now.
He's in sports.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of worked out, I guess.
Yeah.
Tesla's highly anticipated Robo-taxi service is launched in Austin as of Sunday. There are 10 to 20 driverless Model Ys available during what amounts to a test run. Elon Musk says the service will ultimately be expanded. For now, rides will cost a flat $420. He's so cute with that. And a safety monitor will be seated in the front passenger seat of each robotaxi. So that's a good way to start it out. Let's have a guy. So it's not technically autonomous. Like the thing will pull up in front of your house or whatever, and there'll be a man there. Now or woman. This person's not doing anything, but they're just there to make sure that this thing doesn't go Waymo on you and go around in circles and you can't get out or start running people over or making illegal turns. But this is the future of rideshare. Tesla will remotely monitor the cars, which will be available to pick up passengers in a limited geofenced area per AP. Only 2 passengers, both of whom must be over 18, will be allowed on each ride. The rollout seems to be invite only, and it's not clear when it will be open to the public. But this is where we're headed, guys. Is driverless Ubers.
Wow.
I think we knew that, but are we ready? Would you get in a car that pulls up in front of your house with no driver? I think I would at this point.
Really?
Well, because we got people like you that are watching TikTok while they're driving,
Listen,
so, maybe I'm safer.
This isn't about me, okay? It's about your safety. And if you want to get out the car, the door locks and it's going in circles, then what are you going to do?
Someone just texted, he sounds truly baffled that it's not common knowledge that airplanes can refuel in the air. I did not know that people didn't know that military aircraft can refuel in the air. I thought I was like everybody knew that.
No.
They can do
people
that.
who love planes, maybe.
I don't know. I guess I truly thought that was common knowledge.
Nope.
Oh.
That's okay,
You got the nuclear codes, too, don't you?
Well, that's what's in my crossbody purse.
I knew it.
What do you think I'm carrying that crossbody purse around for? At any moment, they might call. They did call me over the weekend and said, "What are the codes?"
Oh no!
What else?
I said, "What are the codes?" I was on a lake though, and I didn't have my crossbody purse on the lake. I didn't wear it shirtless.
Right.
And so they were like, "What are the codes?" I'm like, "I can't tell you. I don't know." It was a crisis. It was awful. It was so terrible. So here's one that's going to throw you off today to start your Monday. As you shift through all the unwanted spam emails in your inbox, you might be tempted to do what? If you're getting a bunch of emails that you don't want, what are you tempted to do? What would be the most obvious thing to do if you want to stop the emails?
Delete them.
Or...
Ignore them.
Or there's one further step, which is the most obvious, which seems to be the last step that I take. Unsubscribe.
Yes.
Right? So I delete them, then I get annoyed they come back, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I could just unsubscribe.
Right.
But then I don't. Well, it turns out that might be the worst thing you can do, with cybersecurity experts now warning that responding to such a message or link may actually invite more correspondence that leads to future threats. This is from the Wall Street Journal. 1 in 644 clicks on unsubscribe links ends up directing the email recipient to possibly malicious websites. Selecting unsubscribe could also let whoever is on the other end know that you're a real person who interacts with spam, and that can make you a bigger target. So I can't even hit the unsubscribe button anymore without opening myself up to something. But that's why a lot of those weird texts that you'll get, like, hey, how you been? Or like, hey, is this still your number? Or like, you ever get those? They're like random. And then I guess that's all that is to see if there's a real person on the other end who, like me a million times before I finally figured it out, is like, uh-oh, who from my past is coming back? And then it bothers me all day.
Yep.
Like, who's asking? And I like try and reverse search the number only to find out that it's BS. But that's all that's about, is they want you to respond.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, there's a real person. And then they sell your number.
Oh, yeah. The minute that I got a text that said, how you been, I knew it wasn't going to happen.
How you been?
Right. Like, no one cares how I've been.
No one just reaches.
Nobody cares how I've
No one
been.
reaches out, Pauline, and says, how you been?
No,
Oh.
you don't care how I've been.
A little bit later, you'll
We
get
all
one
know.
from me. And I'll mean it, though. It's how you been. So instead, you're supposed to click on the list unsubscribe header hyperlink buttons that email services embed in email subject lines or headers. Okay. That sounds a little advanced. Instead of interacting, mark a message as spam once it comes in and be done with it, and then set up filters to screen out particularly persistent emailers so that those messages go right to spam, or set up an alternate email account that you can use to sign up for deals, coupons, contests, or whatever, so that your regular email doesn't get bombarded. And I got a couple more for you here. Gen Z has unbelievable job requirements, according to a new survey from resume.io, from parents.com. No, they find that Generation Z has unique expectations for work environments.
Yes.
So Gen Z, this is what according to a survey, and sometimes I think that Gen Z is being done dirty, because how many people were asked about this, and who were they? You know what I mean? Sometimes I think this is getting a little ridiculous. I don't know this. I mean, Bella has never asked me for a nap room, okay? She also doesn't, I'm not allowed to look her in the eye either, so I don't know if,
Right.
Maybe she wants one. But a nap room, 16% of Gen Z workers under 28 consider nap rooms essential in the workplace.
They lie.
Fun rooms, around 20% expect offices to have recreational areas with ping pong. Pet-friendly policies. 20% require workplaces to be pet-friendly.
I agree.
That's cute.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Except there's always going to be the one or two people whose dog craps everywhere or can't behave. It's going to ruin it for everybody. But I'd be fine with dogs all over this place. Food perks. 33% anticipate free snacks and lunches. Flexible work. We used to have those, and then people got fired. Flexible work hours. 1 in 3 demand a 4-day work week. Okay. And then expanded time off. 25% expect sabbaticals for personal growth or travel. Sabbatical?
Now that I can rock with.
Yeah, my sabbatical would be go sabbatical, and then when you come back, your key card don't work anymore because we found someone else
Exactly.
to yap it up all morning. Yeah. I've always thought that those places that have like gyms in there and restaurants and, whatever, everything, free coffee, dinner, breakfast. If your office serves free breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's them saying, if you want to work breakfast to dinner, that's okay. Like, people get tricked by this. If you're eating dinner at work and you also ate breakfast at work, that means you've been there for more than 8 hours.
Yes.
Right? So, like, that's all good and stuff, and that would be cool to have that for free, and I guess you could take it on your way in or your way out or whatever. But, I mean, at the same time, these places that are like, oh, yeah, they got beds in here. Well, that sounds an awful lot like, I don't know, a prison?
Or a daycare. Like, you want a rec room, you want a sandbox, you want a nap room. This sounds like a daycare.
Like, give me a desk and, like, air conditioning and make me only work 4 days a week.
Hello.
And I'm fine. I don't need a basketball court or ping pong table. I don't need an omelet bar. I don't need any of that. 4 days a week. And not 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. 4 days a week, 8 hours. 32-hour work week is what I'm saying. 32-hour. I believe that everybody could get just as much or more done in 32 as they do in 40 hours.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that. Because we'd have to cut back on all the meetings that don't need to be, and all the emails that don't need to be, and all the Zoom meetings that don't need to be. Because we only got 32 hours. We only got so many days, so we got to get to it. We got to be more efficient.
That's right. Let's do it.
I think that's been proven, actually. But yeah, this is all stuff that Gen Z apparently expects in their office. And if you're going to these 3 states, then I guess you can expect at some point to spend more on OnlyFans than everybody else. Because a study done by the search engine OnlyFinders, the United States of LonelyFans, which found states spend the most annually on OnlyFans subscriptions. West Virginia, number 1. Nevada, Colorado, Illinois, and Iowa. The highest spenders on OnlyFans. Mississippi spent the least per 10,000 residents, with $54,000 per 10,000 residents. The rest of the bottom were Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, and Alaska. It's National Kissing Day, National HVAC Tech Day. And we need you right now. That's for sure. 198,000 degrees outside. a lot of places. It's National Onion Ring Day and National Chocolate Eclair Day. Not to be confused with any other form of eclair. That's another day, guys. The Entertainment Report after Florida in 2 minutes on The Fred Show.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Yes, I can. I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. I get a good feeling, yeah.
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
Beyonce and Jay-Z haven't been on stage together in like 6 years, but that all changed yesterday when she wrapped up a long weekend in Paris with her husband by her side. They did Crazy in Love, of course, along with Drunk in Love and Partition, and the crowd went absolutely nuts when Jay did his own Gentleman in Paris, I should say. Sans Kanye, of course, he was nowhere to be found. The last time the Carters performed in a concert together was at the Global Citizen Festival in South Africa on December 2nd, 2018. I saw Cardi was having a good old time in a box with Mama Tina and Kelly Rowland. They were having a blast. It looked really fun. I wanted to be in there with them. Jay-Z surprise comes after Beyonce brought out Miley for Paris Night 1 to do their duet together. And I'm just over here waiting for Miss Dolly Parton. I don't know where she's coming out. I hope she will. She didn't say no when she was asked, so we need it. We need matching little outfits. Yes. That would be an iconic moment and bring things full circle, because I know she reached out to her when she was making her album, her country album, so I would love to see that. Now, over in, where was this? This was in, hold on, I'm trying to find out, in Texas. On his I'm the Problem tour, Morgan Wallen likes to do these sports style walk-ons. I'm sure you've seen them, like he did last summer with Kansas City Chiefs with his show. He brought out Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. They escort him out. You're walking through the tunnel.
Like a boxer walks out sometimes, yeah.
Yes. He walks out of his dressing room and they follow him all the way.
With the camera. Yeah, thank you, because I was having a hard time explaining it because it's Monday and I don't have any words. Anyways, cut to now, during his second show in Houston at NRG Stadium, Morgan Wallen got escorted on stage by one-time Astros pitcher Roger Clemens and Drake.
Yes.
Drake was there. I wasn't Drake, didn't he move to Houston recently?
He's always in Houston. I feel like that's his second home outside of Toronto.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Yeah, that seemed random to me when I saw that. I didn't realize Drake was a Houston guy.
Yeah, he is a big Houston.
I think he bought a home there recently and announced that he was going there in very much Drake fashion. And I guess Drake and Morgan have at least been friends since 2023 when he was in Morgan's You Broke My Heart video. I forgot about that. By the way, during his first night in Houston, which kicked off the entire tour, Morgan brought out Texans wide receiver Andre Johnson and business mogul Jim Mattress Mac.
Oh, I saw that too, yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So he'll, I'm sure, do that in every city. He's not doing Chicago, but he's doing surrounding areas. I think Madison and Ohio he's going to. And lastly, this is the story I teased. Hamilton actor Anthony Ramos says that Madonna was the most terrifying celebrity to spot in a crowd when he performed during Hamilton. Also said, though, that she had her iPad in her face during the entire performance. So that's not only showing her age, but how much of a diva she is. Why is Madonna at this show with her brightness on her iPad the entire time, which is distracting for the actors.
Is each letter 2 inches tall, like my mom's iPad?
I'm sure.
Only the first sentence of my email can show up on her iPad at a time.
I'm sure.
So I'm like, Mom, we can turn the font down a little bit. A little bit.
I have really big font too.
Do you?
Yeah, because somebody told me that we get wrinkles like crow's feet from squinting, and so I made my text really big so that I could not have wrinkles, but I don't know.
My God, of all the things I've done in my body, it is what it is. I'm going to have crows. What are they called?
Crow's feet.
I'm going to have them.
Luckily, men look more handsome the more they age. I'm trying to stay young and hot.
Very much. I appreciate that.
It's true.
Thank you for saying that.
No, I'm I love that for you guys. Gray hair, wrinkles, it's all hot for men. I love it. By the way, if you missed any part of our show, type The Fred Show on demand on the free iHeartRadio app, and please set us as a preset.
Morning, everyone. Glad you're here. Welcome to Monday on the radio and the iHeart app live, and anytime search for The Fred Show on demand. Back to paying bills. A bunch of chances at $1,000. We'll hook you up this morning with your first chance. Waiting by the phone is brand new in just a couple of minutes. Why did somebody get ghosted? We'll investigate. Over $1,000. 1,050. 12-game win streak. If you can beat Shelly, that money is yours. And Kiki's court this morning. Ba-dum-bum.
Girl, who let the dogs out?
Wow, never heard that one before.
You haven't.
That tickled you, huh?
Yeah.
And also big information coming. Big things happening.
Let me prepare.
Yeah, no.
Big information coming.
No, big information coming. Well, no, because I don't know what it is. But remember, last week we talked to the lady who went on the Freakum trip with her 3 female internet friends. And Wednesday morning, we get the report. I've been thinking about this woman all weekend. What did she get herself into? Is she still alive?
And I want to hear about your weekend.
Oh, yeah. I had the guys trip with the guys group. I a bunch of people I'd never met. Maybe we'll do that next.
I would love to hear about
that. Okay, fine. We'll do that. We'll do blogs in just a second. Yes, I went on I did 50 things in one weekend that are completely and totally outside my comfort zone.
Oh.
I socialized.
Nice.
With 8 men, 7 of whom I didn't know. I was outside most of the time. I slept in a person's home. I didn't. Oh, yeah. No, I am. You'll be blown away next.
You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees? And I get what you're saying. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33. Okay, so yeah, I smoke like a chimney. I'm not skinny and I pull a Britney every other week. But cut me. I want to be me. Is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, and then I'm too stupid dumb. You hate it when I cry, and this is that time and fun. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not. 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the whole thing. You hate the whole thing.
They talk better than they type. These are the radio blogs on The Fred Show.
But yeah, Wednesday, we had the lady booked. I mean, if she still comes around, who knows? Maybe she got into some freaky stuff. She won't tell us. I don't know. But she called last week. We were talking about people who have friends that they've never actually met, whether it's like, I don't know, somebody who works in an office that you work with way across the country, or somebody that you met online, you'd never met in person, or whatever, because there were some people on Reddit who had met after 24 years of knowing each other after playing video games together 24 years ago, and they finally met. So people were calling in, an insane amount of people were calling in, talking about, oh, I didn't know this person until years later, and yada, yada, yada. And then this lady calls in and goes, yeah, I was playing video, if I got this right, I was playing video games with some people, these other women, and we chat a lot and all this stuff, and we're going to meet up. It was this past weekend, and we're going to stay at one of their homes. And I was just kidding around, and I'm like, I think she was a married woman too. And I'm like, hey, so
she is.
I'm like, hey, like what kind of freaky stuff you guys going to get into? And it was like silence. She's like, well, I don't know. You don't know? That means that there's been some freaky stuff discussed, because for example, I'm about to tell you about my weekend. I went on a guy's trip. I knew before I went in, there was no freaky stuff. Like, if you'd asked me on Friday, hey, is there some freaky stuff? My answer wouldn't have been, I don't know.
How did you know that? It was no, though.
Because I know.
You don't know those guys.
But they might have wanted, and they didn't, but
okay.
they might. I am not engaging in freaky stuff. So if you'd asked me Friday about freaky stuff, I would have said there for certain when I talked to you on Monday, no freaky stuff.
Okay.
This woman, though, was like, I don't know.
She was open.
Exactly.
Right.
So I hope everything's okay. And we'll talk to her on Wednesday, and I'm very excited to hear. I thought about her all weekend when I wasn't thinking about myself. Dear blog, so Do you remember? I told this story a couple of months ago, I guess it was. I have a friend in Southern Illinois. He's worked with the show before. Dennis is his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was the guy in charge of when we were talking about how you could fly down to Southern Illinois and hang out in Carbondale and Marion, and have just, it's just...
exotic.
When you go to the Lake of Egypt, it's as if you're in like Europe or something, which is why it's Marion and Carbondale, because it's far fancier than it gets credit for. I mean, let me tell you, for my money, the Texas Roadhouse in Carbondale, it may as well be a 5-star cuisine. I don't know why, like, people wait for Carbone. People wait for these restaurants. They wait for, try and get into all these Michelin stars. No. Texas Roadhouse in Carbondale is like nothing you'll ever taste. Anyway, so you remember this guy. So I hung out with him a few weeks ago, and we went to a random person's retirement party. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know... I didn't know this person, and my understanding was it was like a little drinks mixer at a bar or something, and we were going to walk in, and, hey, how you doing, and congratulations. No. We walk in, and it was the dean of a law school. He was retiring. It was all of his parents were there. This is a very intimate thing. And here comes me at this thing. The only thing I regret about that is that I didn't do what your friend did, Kaylin, and give a speech. I regret, because there were speeches when we walked in. People that have known this guy for 50 years are giving speeches. And I regret, if I had been on my toes, maybe a beer or two in already, I would have gone up there and just given a speech about a man I'd never met before, because people were talking about this guy, and he seems like an amazing human being.
Yeah, you wanted to be his friend.
I wanted to be, his name was Peter Alexander. I wanted to be his friend. He's a lawyer, so now he's going to sue me. I said his name.
Right.
But all these students, all these people he's helped, and he's very smart. He's written books, and I'm like, this is a guy that I want to know. So we leave the thing, and I said to my friend Dennis, I go, that's a guy that I want to know. And he goes, well, there's a guy's trip that's been going on for about 10 years now. We go to this dude's lake house in Alabama. He goes, other guys go. We've all been pretty tight. I don't really know if there's an invite for you on this. Like, it's a pretty tight group.
Exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very exclusive group. And I would have felt, and at the time, I'm like, I would feel weird talk about a guy who's not all that social. You want me to go to somebody's house in a different state, stay in said house. I can't even go to a hotel and escape. And I got to be social with a bunch of people I don't know. Not even that, I got to make an impression, because now I'm the odd man out, right?
Right.
Lo and behold, I get an invitation.
Wow.
I got the call. I got the call. I got the call. The scroll came in the mail.
Many people dream of receiving that call.
No, they do. No, they wait their whole lives. And I got it. I got it. Right, exactly. And I started singing that song, too. Kelly Clarkson, I called her. I said, sing it to me. A moment like this. And so I went. I went to this thing. It was in Alabama. And it was Friday through Sunday. And it was, I believe, 7 or 8 other men and me. And they all knew each other very well. Everybody was very nice to me. They were very nice to me. They laughed at my jokes.
Wow.
Which was very nice. My whole objective the entire weekend was just not to make my friend Dennis look bad. Because I tried to think, like, in my friend group, if we're going on a trip, and we've been going on the same trip for like a decade, and then somebody calls me and goes, hey, I'm going to bring Steve this year. None of you know him, but, like, I'll vouch for him. He's okay. I might be like, now, hold on a minute. Right. Who is this Steve individual, and why is he crashing our social event and drinking our beer? Like, no, wait a minute. I need a brief on Steve.
Yeah.
But apparently I said enough nice things about their friend Peter that I was in, and they were all so nice to me. They were so nice to me. I was social. I didn't escape. I was there with them the whole day.
What did y'all do?
Right.
Like, what were the activities?
And I have to say, this demographic slightly older than I am. I'm in my, we'll call it early to mid 40s, and they're in their, I would say, mid to late 50s. Oh, wow. So these are men who are like successful professionals. They have kids your ages. You know what I mean? Like, these are guys that are a little beyond me in life. But it was very interesting because, I can learn from people like this. But what did we do? We it was wild. It was wild. We got up early. These guys get up early.
Oh, I can't stand
at like
that.
7:30. They're already up. They've already like gone for a run or something. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm in bed.
Right.
7:30. You guys already ran around the block and ate. You know what? No. No. So anyway, we did that. There was a boat involved. Okay. There was a dock in like a lake.
Did you swim in the lake?
I got in the lake.
What?
I got in the lake. I was in the lake. I was.
I don't believe that.
I was so outside my comfort zone, and I don't think anybody knew. This was social with strangers. They were all very nice. I liked them all. I think I got invited back.
Nice.
There was a vote halfway through, right in front of me too.
Oh, good. What?
Only one guy said no. Then one guy said come back. So he was kidding. I'm not sure. Come back.
I woke up in the city.
So my latest one was because I had ants in the house. I was like, what did you have to do so bad in your past life that you come back as an ant?
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's a full intelligence briefing every morning. It's intense.
That's what y'all doing in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you tell me? Never mind.
Yeah, I won't start the rumors.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
The Fred Show is on.
Good morning, Monday, June 23rd. It's the Fred Show. Hi, Kaylin.
Good morning.
Hi, Paulina.
Hey.
Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelly's here. Bella Hameen is here. Shelly's got $1,050 in the showdown in about 20 minutes. If you can snap her 12-game win streak, 5 pop culture questions. That money could be yours. Paying bills this morning. 13 chances at $1,000. Your first happens in a little bit. Jason Brown's out today. Back tomorrow. Waiting by the phone is new. And next, why did somebody get ghosted? The entertainment report this hour and see what's in there, okay?
Former NFL star wanted for murder seems to have left the country, which is not great. Also, Nick Cannon asked to name all of his children. Want to guess what happened?
Oh, boy. Oh, those poor kids got left out, man.
Yeah.
You forgot some of the kids.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it.
But the ladies want some more. Oh my, good Lord. Tell them drink some. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. At the bottom of a bottle full of mixing. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Kalen's Entertainment Report is on The Fred Show.
Former NFL star Antonio Brown faces a Miami-Dade attempted murder warrant after a May 16th incident outside a celebrity boxing event where he allegedly punched a man, grabbed a security guard's gun, and fired 2 shots, one possibly grazing the victim's neck. But here's the issue. Anthony is currently believed to be in Dubai, but cops say they expect that he'll be arrested upon returning to Florida. He's also been dismissing the charges on social, claiming that he was jumped and defending himself, even posting a screenshot of a chat GPT conversation calling out an alleged media bias, writing, "How TF you go being victimized to being an attempted murderer." So that's a screenshot he posted. So he's posting and he's out of the country. And I don't know if he left the country when he found out he might have been wanted for this charge, but he's going to be greeted when he comes back. If you want to call it that. Hailey Bieber has been spotted twice without her wedding ring in New York, fueling more speculation of growing issues in their marriage. Word is that Hailey is pretty frustrated with his immature behavior, like very odd social posts. He does a lot of like close-up photos of just his nose ring. I saw he used an R. Kelly song the other day. He also made a little visit to the strip club and skipped mentioning their son or her on Father's Day. Later, Justin shared a pretty cryptic message about receiving the silent treatment. He reposted a video of a content creator saying, "B, if you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why," which it's presumed he's talking to Hailey on that. So I don't know what's going on with them, but it seems like there's always something going on. And
Girl. Make it work, Hailey. Make it work just because you just signed that $1 billion deal.
No prenup.
Yeah, don't give that man your coins, girl. Hold on.
How
No
is there no
prenup.
prenup?
They didn't sign one.
Nope.
I mean, but then again, he's got $250 million that he just got off selling his music, so it's not like anyone's going to think
But
he's in destitute.
He's got to settle with Scooter Braun, so he might not have any money left. So he better hang on tight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he owed Scooter like $8 million after he canceled the Purpose tour. Also, people are saying he may be dealing with some addiction issues, which if that's the case, I'm very sorry, and I hope he gets help. But it's hard on a relationship, and I think we're seeing that. Speaking of relationship issues, Katy Perry's Blue Origin space flight triggered a major blow up with her fiance Orlando Bloom, I'm hearing, who called her journey cringeworthy and embarrassing.
You know it's bad when even your partner is like, that was lame.
Right. Like, I'm embarrassed of you. Things got even worse when he decided to go to Jeff Bezos' wedding without Katy while she's touring. And I'll talk more about the wedding next hour. But this comes, of course, as we've heard that her album flopping and her tour stress has been really hard on their relationship and is leading to these talks about whether or not they're going to stay together or split when her tour ends this September. And they have a little baby girl. So December. So I hope they figure it out. And lastly, Nick Cannon was finally asked why he wants to have all of those damn kids. And he was also asked if he could name all 12 of them while he was on the Really Good podcast with Bobby Althoff. She's that girl who purposely does very dry interviews. And here was his answer to both.
You know, as black men, we always be like, "What's up, king?"
Okay.
I'm a king. I really think I'm a king.
So you need to have, do kings have a lot of kids?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that? That's how they court. They
have all
enlarge
of
their
them?
territory. That's why.
What are their names?
You want all 12?
12 names.
Yes, all of your kids. Yeah.
I usually get in trouble.
Why? Because you don't know all of them.
I know all of them, but
Okay.
all right, here we go. I'll label off for you. See, let's keep me honest. There's Rock, Row, Golden, Powerful, Rise, Onyx, Legendary, Zion, Zillion, Zen.
Zillion?
Yep.
And see, this is where how many?
You're missing 2.
I'm missing 2.
He doesn't even know.
That's so embarrassing.
And that's where it ends.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it ends.
And he didn't know which two he was missing or who the hell they were. That's my concern. And like Fred, you've always said God complex. He calls it a king complex. At least he was honest about that, or maybe he was being facetious, but you better at least know all their names.
That's crazy.
No, I genuinely don't think he knew all their names.
I don't, and it just makes me sad because I hope he can spread himself to, get. Well, he's already spreading himself, but to give them all attention.
He's spread himself already.
Laying it low, spreading it wide.
So that was crazy, and I just had to. Somebody's spreading it, and I don't know, Nick. That's not a good look.
No.
By the way, if you would like to enhance your listening experience from something more than just your ear holes, you can enhance it to your eye holes as well. You can.
Hopefully, you don't have holes there. Or you got
You have
holes.
little holes. Got little holes.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
But not the same kind of hole. Hopefully, you don't have gaping holes for anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Fred Show.
Hopefully, none of your holes are gaping. But
Yeah, I hope that's my wish for all of you is that none of your holes are gaping. But go to YouTube and you can see us live as well while you're listening to the show.
Somebody texted 855-591-1035. 10 out of 12 isn't bad.
Horrible.
Unless you're one of those kids.
Right.
You're like, Daddy forgot about me.
Oh, they're going to see that one day. I'm sure they're young, but.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, of course they are. Showbiz Shelly, $1,050. Do you still get the shivers when I say the showdown?
No, I cheer now.
All right, so you're over it now. You're not conditioned. You don't have PTSD from that time.
Nope.
Kiki, where you had to fill in. $1,050 is the prize. Over 1,000 wins for Shelly. 68 losses. 12 straight. You want to take her on? Win that money? Call now. 855-591-1035. We're back next.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought.
Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
It's the Fred Show. Do you have what it takes to battle Showbiz Shelly in the Showbiz Showdown?
Showbiz.
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelly.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
What? PTSD? The game really gives you PTSD.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
I should up my therapy then. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Fred? Go ahead.
I was just asking. Well, Kiki had to fill in for you, and it was this very nervous energy every time before she filled in.
Trust me, I know.
And so when I say the showdown's coming up, I just wonder if it triggers something in her.
Right.
Because now you're back and she doesn't have to do it anymore.
Right. Yeah. No, I know.
No, and I asked how your weekend was.
It was good. Fred, there must have been something in the air. I too went out this weekend. And
wow, you left the house.
Oh, yes. I left the house.
What was that like?
It was crazy. Fresh air. I mean, it was awesome. But I hung out. I'm close with my neighbors. So when it was my neighbor's birthday, so we went to, she had like a little dinner that I went to. It was a lot of fun. It was really nice seeing people.
Wow.
I know.
So do you have like a staff of people to take care of all your children now? All two of them?
I wish. That would be nice. No, in-law in town, mom's in town. Like, they've been rotating a little bit, so.
Oh, see, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the in-laws come in town, just dump the kids off on them. Hey, here you go. Right. My sister she doesn't do that. Like, she thinks my mom doesn't know how to raise children. She seems to forget that she raised her. But if my mom came to town and I had kids, I'd be like, here you go. Here you go, Meemaw. Here you go, Mimi.
It's funny, though.
Whatever, I'm out of here.
Because there are certain things where it's like, I don't know. It's cute, though, because, like, my mom will ask, like, should I do this? Should I give the baby this? Should I do, like, they do forget. You know what I mean? I feel like they do forget stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice of your mom to even ask. I'm sure my mom, maybe that's part of the reason why my mom just does it. It's like, the kid's not going to die. You know, the kid will be fine. Go have dinner. Right. Don't worry about it. Stacy's here. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
Stacy, a fun fact about you is what?
I'm doing my workout right now.
What?
We are working. Now, what phase of the workout are we in? What are we doing? Squats?
I'm doing the 10K. No, I'm doing 10K.
So you're physically running while talking to us while playing the showdown. If you win, that would be a first.
No
one's ever done that. Wow. No one's ever exercised and won the showdown at the same time. That would be historic. So let's see how it goes. Good luck, guys.
Okay, good luck.
All right, you got to go.
Thank you.
Shelly off to the sound booth. Poof, Stacy, $1,050 is the prize if you can snap Shelly's 12-game win streak. Question numero uno. Which two women unfollowed each other on Instagram after years of a rumored feud over Justin Bieber?
Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Fans are concerned over Nick Carter's recent weight loss. What band, rather, I was thinking the brand being Ozempic. What band brought him to fame?
NSYNC.
Billy Ray Cyrus and his new girlfriend went to his daughter Miley Cyrus's show in London. Who is he dating?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Which Real Housewife bailed on an awkward TV interview on WGN after she was asked about her family's tax issues?
Teresa Giudice.
And which former American Idol judge who made the phrase, "That's a no for me, dog," turned 69 today?
Randy.
3. You got it.
Oh,
2.
my God.
1.
I can't remember his name. Randy something.
You got a 3. And number 2, Stacy, I think the running must have gotten to you because I can't even believe it on number 2. Don't say anything because Shelly's coming back from the booth poof.
You know
enter within. She got a 3, and she should have gotten a 4.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Right.
But here we go. Question number 1. Which two women unfollowed each other on Instagram after years of a rumored feud over Justin Bieber?
Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber.
That's right. Fans are concerned over Nick Carter's recent weight loss. What band brought him to fame?
The Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, she said NSYNC. Stacey, you said NSYNC.
Oh.
Girl!
Yeah, they suck.
Oh, wow. Okay. Billy Ray, wow, that's a take. Billy Ray Cyrus and his new girlfriend went to his daughter Miley Cyrus's show in London. Who is he dating?
Oh, who is he dating?
3.
He is dating
2.
that lady.
1.
That lady.
Not that lady.
That lady.
Who is it?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley. Which Real Housewife bailed on an awkward TV interview after she was asked about her family's tax issues?
Teresa Giudice.
I didn't think that was an out-of-bounds question, really.
No, Larry's not out of bounds, no.
If you know her, you got to know how to ask that question.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they didn't know. No, he didn't know, obviously, but anyway. And which former American Idol judge who made the phrase, "That's a no for me, dog," turned 69 today?
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson's right. That's a 4. That's a win. Stacey, I commend you for running and playing the game at the same time, but you're going to have to say it. My name is Stacey. I got showed up on the showdown. You know the rest.
My name is Stacy. I got showed up on the showdown, and I can hang with the gorilla.
Hell yeah.
That's why she can run.
That was it. It's right. She's running. She got that cardio. She got those strong lungs. You, Stacy, I don't even know if I can outdo that.
Right.
Can hang with a gorilla.
Shout out to Stacey. She a track star. Cat. She's a runner. She's a track star.
I don't know. I think yours might have been better. Man, I'm going to give you one of them walking treadmills. I'm going to walk during the whole show.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. That's absolutely not happening. I'm not doing that. Stacey, you almost inspired me, but you didn't inspire me that much. Have a good day. Hang on, all right?
Okay.
And thank you for listening. Did she say the Backstreet Boys, or did she say the Backstreet Boys suck?
Yeah.
Is that what she said? How dare she
I
say
really
that?
want to go to the Sphere to see that. You know, they're doing their Sphere thing. I really want to go.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
I do too.
Let's go.
See your ex.
How do we get tickets? Yeah, I'd like.
Yeah, you and which one tried to hook up with? AJ tried to hook up with you. The one who always wore the weird undersized cowboy hat. That was AJ, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was,
painted nails.
It was always undersized. It was like a little bigger on the cowboy hat, AJ. But at least it wasn't the weirdo with long hair. Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin.
Kevin's a weirdo.
Really?
No, he's a weirdo.
He looks like Snoop Dogg to me. Very weird. The white Snoop Dogg.
A white Kevin. You know, he kind of does.
Yes, he does. I
can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was always the one like wearing a trench coat in the middle of the summer in New York, and you're like, "What's going on, bro?"
He just stared at everyone.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
he did.
And everything's so cerebral when you ask him. Like someone asked him about the Sphere, and it was like a 10-minute long answer, and everyone else was asleep by the time he was done. Yeah, we're going to do some things that have never been done. What?
He left for a while, and then he came back, and look how well they're doing. You know, I think NSYNC could be doing the same thing, but you know.
Oh, you're talking about the Backstreet Boys left?
Yeah,
but that would require Justin Timberlake to admit that he needs them.
Right.
He should do it. He should do it. You know, I think a lot of people would forget what a douchebag he is if he just did that. I think all would be forgiven. You know, it'd be like, all right, he did this for us and for them.
Right.
An NSYNC reunion tour. It would sell out. It would sell out stadiums. It really would.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. You don't think so?
I just saw his last tour, and he did great. I know. Don't hit me. I know.
Justin Timberlake. No, but I'm saying he's just not all that likable. And I think that and I think if he were to do this, it would make the fans so happy that there'd be people that would look past the fact that he's not that likable. In my opinion, but what do I know? All right, Shelly. So that's $1,100 tomorrow, and I lost the stats. Hold on, $1,100 tomorrow. Win number 1,017-13 straight. Good job.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Come back tomorrow. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Kiki's Court. He's up next. Ba-dum-bum.
Girl, who let the dogs out?
Okay. Biggest stories of the day, fun fact, and the entertainment report. We're back in a second. Stay there.
More Fred Show next.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe. No-brainer. Streaming one more episode at
shipping because we can't do it all. All right, guys? Thanks, Staples. That was easy.
And now, back to more of your favorite hits powered by TopDogLaw.com. Top Dog gets you top dollar. Visit TopDogLaw.com. That's TopDogLaw.com.
Chicago, it's Fred from The Fred Show, and 103.5 KISS FM has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills. Enter it now at 1035kissfm.com.
I woke up in the city.
I think it's going to be okay. I feel good about it. Yeah.
You did say that last year.
Okay, never. What do you want me to say? You want me to say it's going to be terrible? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be positive in 2025.
The Fred Show is on.
Oliver, one of our listeners, thinks that I should have been there to help Bella cook this weekend when she was frying something in her swimsuit.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, she was frying something and burned herself because she was wearing a swimsuit while frying.
Frying tortillas.
Which, first of all, why would we do that? Second of all, why would I be there to help while Bella's in a swimsuit?
So she doesn't burn herself.
I've seen the HR videos before. You're not supposed to do that. Like, I'm not supposed to be hanging out with people from work in swimsuits. Everybody knows that. And then second of all, she has a husband. Third of all, why are we frying in a swimsuit to begin with?
That's crazy work.
I've done it naked and it hurts.
Yeah.
I've cooked shirtless before and it was dumb.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, yeah, we could probably cover it up.
Put y'all clothes on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Seriously.
So I wasn't frying anything.
Put some clothes on.
Yeah, but my girl's got like 3rd-degree burn, you guys. Like, I'm worried. I'm about to get her something. I don't know, some cream. What's a strong cream?
Get her some ointment or something. But you can help her with that. I don't need to be helping apply the ointment where our intern
I'm a mom. I got
burned
you.
herself by frying tortillas in a swimsuit. No, I don't need to do that. Hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
Hi, Paulina.
Hey there.
Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Bella Hameen is here, burns and all. Showbiz Shelly. Jason Brown's off today. He had the weekend. Officiated a wedding, hung out at festivals, 100 degrees outside.
Oh, my gosh.
And he had enough. He said last night, I have had enough. I'm taking the day off. I said, you take the day.
Right.
You take the day off. We'll get to Kiki's court in just a second. But
Girl, who let the dogs out?
okay. All right, Baja Man. The Entertainment Report headlines, biggest stories of the day, and fun fact this hour. What are you working on, Kay?
The wife of an MLB player lays a lot of stuff out on the internet, accuses him of a whole bunch of stuff. Also, apparently we're still doing foam parties. And one of the richest people in the world threw a foam party. So
I didn't know we were still doing those.
I didn't either. I thought that stayed in the 90s, but they're back.
Okay.
I know. That's right.
That's just like weird people touching you because you can't see who's touching you because it's foamy.
Right.
That's just one big predator party waiting to happen.
Literally, like, why do you need to be like covered in foam? Why can't I see
you don't.
who's touching me?
You don't. You don't. People ask me all the time. They know I do a lot of animal rescue work, and they're like, "Wait, what kind of animal do you have? What have you adopted? Have you ever taken one home?" I haven't yet. I live in kind of a small condo. I don't. There's no backyard. I kind of wish there were, and all these sorts of things. But I think I've decided. I know exactly which animal I'm going to adopt. It's this one.
A Fall River Animal Shelter is the temporary home for a bird with hundreds who are wanting to adopt him.
Yeah, but just wait for the reason behind the interest. NBC 10's Sam Reed shows us something naughty.
NBC 10. Yeah.
At Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Fall River, if you ask any employee the best part of the job, they'd probably say something similar to this when it comes to animals up for adoption.
You see them blossom into the animal you know they can become, and then you see them go to their forever home.
But currently, there's one pet that might take a little extra patience.
We've definitely seen him come out of his shell. When he first came here, he was terrified.
And that's this parrot, Hendrix. Because while he's colorful on the outside, his language is too.
We try not to react because we don't want to encourage it. But there's times we have to leave the room to laugh. Cracker?
2 months ago, the roughly 30-year-old feathered friend was surrendered by his owner, who had him for about 20 years.
He was being fed human cereal, white bread. That's why he's missing most of his feathers. It's malnutrition. He wasn't getting any of them.
So he's malnourished and he cusses a lot.
Yeah. I wonder why he's cussing.
And he needs a home.
I cuss when I'm hungry, too.
It's hysterical. He drops like MFers. He drops all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But after they posted that he swears, there was even more interest. Like the post went viral and now people are lining up to adopt this parrot that has a potty mouth. I love him.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Hendrix is his name?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and adopt him. I didn't
on
know I
his
was a
owner.
bird guy, but I want a bird that just sits in the corner and cusses me out all day.
He also whistle at you. Did you hear it? Woo-hoo.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I did. And why is it that news report, and I know a lot of, like personally, I'm friends with news reporters. Why is it that as soon as the camera goes on, they have to talk like every word is a square?
Hendrix has a really naughty tone.
Like, and I don't know why that's what came to mind, but like, think about every word is a square. And I don't know why I have to talk like this. As soon as the camera comes on, I am a news anchor and reporter. Like, I know these people personally. I've had beers with them. I've gone on trips, and they don't talk like that.
They don't speak like that.
Now, many of them have great diction, and they can't really turn that off. But, like, you know what, hey. It's like, I don't, hey, like, let's say you want to go out and get a beer. I would enjoy a libation this weekend. I'll be free around 6 o'clock.
Right, chill.
Okay. This parrot is an R-rated parrot with a potty mouth that is up for adoption. Why? Like, why? Just speak
Who
normally.
started that? Like, where did it start?
I don't know. But each word has to come out deliberately. I sound like Harry Carey now.
I know you do.
I don't understand it. But I could play you any news reporter clip right now. Any single one from anywhere in the country, and it all sounds like that.
I agree.
It's 8:14. Good morning. It's going to be 100 degrees outside today, Kaylin. Unbelievable.
Better get by a pool, Fred.
It's time to cool down. Speaking of cooling down, Skip with the weather. Skip, it's hot outside. We need to find us somewhere to cool down.
Skip? Oh, no.
Yeah, Skip.
Skip. Are you Skip
I
today?
guess I'm Skip. We don't have the real Skip.
Let's go live to the weather center now and Skip, we're going to need some popsicles and ice cream cones, aren't we, today?
We're looking at a real sunny day and with low precipitation.
She's Australian.
Wait a minute. What? You don't have to have an accent now. Like, what? That's not part of the
You
deal.
asked for Skip. I'm going to give you Skip.
What is Skip non?
I never made it to the big market.
Is Skip non-binary? What's going on? Is Skip a they them?
That's from Australia.
Kiki's Corner is up next in 2 minutes. Thank you, Skip, for that update.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. You Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in
101.5 Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
The Fred Show. It's Kiki's court.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Kiki is here. Take it away.
Let's go. Let's get into the courtroom. The gavel has been hit. It says, "Hey, Kiki, I recently took a new job at a small tech company. The pay was great for the position, and I was excited to start my career at a company with a relaxed work environment. During my onboarding process, it was mentioned to me that the office manager has a dog named Larry that everyone in the office loves."
Larry the dog.
Larry the dog. I'm not a big dog person, but I didn't think anything of it. Well, after starting the job, I quickly learned how popular Mr. Larry is in the office. He's a huge dog that goes from desk to desk all throughout the workday, shedding hair everywhere and jumping in people's laps and even popping his head into Zoom calls. I played nice about it at first, but it quickly got annoying. He kept coming to my desk, trying to lay across my feet, and would hover near my desk when I would eat lunch. When I would try to steer him away, I noticed dirty looks from other coworkers, and I could feel the passive-aggressive energy from the office manager, who is Larry's owner. My final straw was that Larry jumped up on me as I walked in one morning and knocked my coffee all over me. I was over it, so I sent an email to HR about the issue with the dog, requesting that he no longer be allowed in the office. After all, him being there is a privilege and not a right. So they had to ban him. Now, the office manager and half of the office are treating me like I murdered a puppy. People are saying I ruined the vibe, and that one person said I was soulless for not understanding that dogs can be a part of the team. Am I wrong for banning Larry?
You guys are the jury. 855-591-1035. I don't think you should have banned Larry. I don't think you should have complained about Larry.
Larry seemed like he was bringing joy to the workplace. You know, he was hanging out with everybody, going to desk and, chilling with everybody. I feel like you could have taken some other steps before getting him banned. Maybe you could have asked for an office, or you could have requested maybe you work from home. But to just get poor Larry banned from the office, girl, you didn't mess up everybody's joy.
See, you know me. I'm going to side with the animal every time.
Yeah.
And that dog could have... that dog... What I tend to forget, though, is that not everybody likes animals. Yeah. Not everybody grew up with animals. People are afraid of animals. Not everybody knows how to be like, hey, down or get away or whatever. Sometimes
chill,
like a dog will be a dog and people, they'll act. I'm not talking about biting or being aggressive. I just mean a dog will be a dog and people, and they act all crazy. and I'm just saying, you got to know, okay, down or whatever. But then again, the owner also needs to be responsible and sort of keep things in control. I mean, if the dog is distracting everybody, then if you don't want the dog to get... honestly, I put this on the owner. If you don't want your dog to get banned from the office and you know that your dog is bothering people, then you need to keep it away from those people because those people are going to wind up doing you in.
Oh.
And so I put this on the dog's owner, sadly. If you know that Larry and this person who wrote into Kiki's court doesn't like Larry, then you got to keep Larry away from her because someone's going to be the ops.
Right.
And turn him in.
And she did. And now Larry can't come back to the office.
Oh. I want to talk to Larry. I want to hear his side.
Right. Larry has to work from home.
But, who doesn't like a dog in the office?
I would love a little dog around here.
I don't understand this. Okay, hold on a second. Now, Jack is part of the jury here. Hi, Jack. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, Jack. You're not liking this Larry story, this Larry situation.
Listen, I'm a dog person. I have a dog at home. I'm an animal person, but at the end of the day, I can see where she's coming from. Kiki, to your point, if she, maybe there's some steps that maybe could have been taken to, instead of outright banning the dog, but you wouldn't let your toddler run around the office and screwing stuff up. There's a time and place, and if the dog's well mannered and is chill. I've had office dogs before, and they were chill, but it doesn't seem like this one's it. And I don't want to be that guy, but it just sounds like maybe that's not the place for the dog to be roaming around.
Yeah, you do. If you're gonna be the person who brings your dog to work, your dog needs to be well behaved, and because otherwise it means that no one gets to bring their dog to work. So there is a responsibility. If your dog is hyperactive or not well trained or humps everything or makes people uncomfortable, scared, well then you gotta be self-aware enough to know. And I'm a dog guy. First, a dog can hump me all day. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. Bite me, I don't care. Whatever. I'll probably my fault I got bitten. As far as I'm concerned, dogs are better than me. But my thing is, you still the burden. You got to think of the worst person in your office, and how is that person going to react to this? And if I can't appease the worst person in the office, then I probably shouldn't bring my dog to work. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Like if I'm on a Zoom call trying to execute, a deal or a call or whatever it is, and I can't focus to my best of ability because a dog's popping in and out. I mean, yeah, it's cute, but after a while it gets old. I get it,
Yeah. No, I mean, I do see it, but but now this person needs to get another job because everyone hates this person.
Yeah, they said she's soulless.
Because she's the reason why the dog can't. This is the reason why Larry can't come to work anymore. Thank you, Jack. Have a good day.
Larry. Yeah, you guys.
Glad you called, man. Thanks for listening. 855-591-1035. Richard, welcome to Kiki's Court, the Fred Show. How you doing?
Well, and yourself, guys.
Hey, man. So this Larry, the dog, been coming to work, and this woman that wrote to Kiki really wasn't getting along with Larry, didn't like Larry the dog, said something. Now Larry the dog is banned from the office, and many people in the office hate this person now because they like Larry. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, it's harsh to hate the person, but when she did interview, they told her about the dog. She accepted the position based upon that, and then suddenly to turn around and go, oh, no, I have to complain. I can understand both sides of it. Dogs aren't for everybody, but you came into that environment already established, so now you have made an imbalance.
That's a good point.
That's true. The dog was there before you. So everybody was okay with the dog and the dog's behavior.
And they told her about it. That is a good point.
That's an excellent point. Yeah. No, it's true. Thank you, Richard. That's a good point.
Oh, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Have a good day.
I'm listening to you, and we'll listen to you for a long time to come.
Thank you. Hey, Richard, where are you from?
Thank you.
Originally South Africa, but I live in Wisconsin.
Okay, well, hey, shout out. That's quite the
the journey.
That's quite the journey. But thank you, Richard. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Glad you called. Oh, Ashley. Oh, the No Fun Police is called. Ashley.
Oh, no.
Ashley, are you the No Fun Police?
I am the No Fun Police.
Ashley, the No Fun Police is here. Wow, wow, wow. I'm trying to make a siren noise. Yeah. So what happened? What's going on? You were about to upset Larry. Did I mention Larry is an extremely ravenous dog that has rabies?
Dogs have a time and a place, and I feel like your workplace, especially if it's jumping on people when they walk in, it's probably not the dog's fault. It's definitely the owner's fault. But, I wouldn't want a dog in my face while I'm trying to eat my lunch. I wouldn't want a dog, pawing all over me when I'm trying to get my work done, especially walking in and the dog is obviously sounds big, right? So we jumped on her, knocked her coffee down. She's probably now all wet. And now she has no coffee. No, I would be mad. Bye, see you.
Yeah, this is why I'll always side with the dog, but I really do put this on the owner because, again,
it is, though.
If you know the dog bothers someone, then you have to keep the dog away from that person. Otherwise, this is what happens. One person ruins it for everybody.
But, it's the owner's fault. If the dog doesn't know it shouldn't be jumping, it's not really on the dog. It's definitely the owner, but the owner definitely, as an office manager, should be managing her workers and her dog. Move the dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I agree with the girl. She's not the jerk at all. She was over it.
Yeah. You guys sound fun.
I think, honestly, Ashley, I would probably quit my job before I would get the office dog banned that was there before me.
I thought the same thing, too, before I decided my opinion. But also, what if it's a good money, and
she did
it's
say
hard
that.
to find jobs now too.
Yeah, and I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, do you want to work at a place where you are the reason why the dog That's what I mean. So even if she's, and I'm not saying that she's whether she's justified or not, now people hate her.
Yes.
So maybe you need to be at a less dog-friendly place of business. But I see both sides of that one. Thank you, Ashley. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think it's case by case, though. My dog Benzo wouldn't survive here.
No.
Fred, I know you get flustered with your paperwork being out of order. My dog would make you lose it. I'm telling you right now. You would not be happy.
You've tried to throw out before bringing Benzo here for some reason. And I don't know why you've suggested that, but no.
Because he's great, but he would distract us all.
I love dogs, but I'm like, dude, you bring that dog in here and then
it's over.
And then it'll never happen again.
Exactly. So I think it's case by case.
You've held Gigi and breastfed the baby while we're on the air. I have no issue with that whatsoever.
Right, but like Benzel's just like 10 times, I think, more difficult than the baby.
He'll come in here, chew some wire. We're off the air now. We can't fix it. And then before long, it's like,
takes a crap in the corner. Like, he would.
Right. Well, I do that sometimes. So that's depends on, that's not a weird thing to do. But hey, Teresa.
Yes.
Hi, Teresa. You're a dog person, but if you're just joining Kiki's court, basically it's a woman who got a job at a place. There was an office dog. She didn't like the office dog, not because the office dog was mean or anything or dangerous. She just it got in her way and spilled coffee and all thing. So she complained, and now the office cannot have an office dog anymore because of her. And she's very unpopular. What do you think?
Well, I see both sides of the story. Being the dog person, I wouldn't want a dog. I'm a dog person, but I wouldn't want him up in my business when I'm trying to do him work. There's a time and a place to give the puppy love.
Yeah.
But if he's jumping around and getting hair everywhere, if they're not a dog person, they're not going to want hair everywhere.
And if your dog sheds a lot, people do have allergies. I am sympathetic to that. And it's a special kind of dog, I think, that's going to be the office dog.
Right.
And maybe Larry wasn't it, which makes me sad.
Maybe Larry was it. He just needed boundaries.
You're right.
Like that other guy said, you wouldn't let your kid run around.
Yeah.
You run around and do everything, or just...
No, it's true.
It's just structure and boundaries.
Boundaries and a haircut.
It's true. Thank you, Teresa. Have a good day.
Larry.
Thanks, you too.
Glad you called. Amanda, dogs are for everyone, right?
Everybody.
So even if the dog's
are for people
okay.
every day. I don't care if I walk into an office and that dog literally barrels me and knocks me over every morning. I'll know to put my coffee somewhere else and then say hi to the dog.
Agree.
How dare you treat that beautiful animal like that?
See, but Amanda, like you, me, and Kaylin are of the same mindset. But I also am aware that we're crazy people. Like if I had my last meal, if I had just me and a dog, and if I only had one sandwich, the dog gets the sandwich.
Larry could punch me. I don't care.
Like, Larry actually, like, I don't have a left hand anymore. Larry bit it off, but it's like, but it was fine because he didn't know.
It was my fault. Larry could do no wrong in my eyes.
I probably put my hand too close to Larry's mouth, and he was hungry. Like it was my fault that he bit my face off because I invaded his personal space. Like that's probably my. But we are different than most people. You have to remember that.
I know. I got that from my mom. So,
well, same.
We're crazy dog people. But still, I had the person that said if the dog was there before her, that's also wrong. Like, that's that dog's area. You get out of that dog's area.
Yeah.
The dog doesn't work than her anyways, so...
Yeah, see, I would want to work at a place like that. But, again, we are not the same as everyone else.
At my place of work, it's a better day. It's
100%.
a better day when I see a dog at my job. Every job should have an emotional support dog.
100%.
And get rid of the humans.
Thank you. Hey, we're all on the same page, but I do see the other side reluctantly. So, anyway, thank you, Amanda. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
All right. And then Gwen, you have an office dog. Gwen, you do. What's his name or her name?
His name was Pete. He passed away recently.
Pete, the office dog.
Pete.
Oh my God! I hope they named a conference room after him or something. My God.
Oh, he was so good too. He worked in a different department, but he would just lay on the floor like no problem. So I understand like if the dog is being chaotic, but like again, like you said, it's like totally up to the owner.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, you all right over there?
No, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
What's going on?
If you're going to throw things, don't throw it at me. Throw it at...
I'm just sick of it.
Justice for Larry.
Right. Honestly. No kidding. Wow, take a stand, Kaylin.
I'm sorry. I'm getting angry.
Gwen, thank you. Have a good day. I'm sorry about Pete the dog.
R.I.P.
It's terrible.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's the saddest part of my day, honestly. Right there. Larry, Pete, man, it's crazy. The Entertainment Report is next.
For a while there, it was rough, but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. enough. I've got peace and I've got love, but I'm up and I thinking I just might lose it all. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. I need these beautiful things that
That's the comment of the day so far. Fred and Kalen are white.
I didn't know.
Both true. Those are both. A lot of people for many years in my career were not sure what I was actually.
That's true.
It turns out I'm a very tall white man. One of the whitest people you'll ever meet. And then, well, that's not true. There are way whiter people than me. Don't you think?
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know.
I am not the whitest person you've ever met. You've met whiter people than me.
I don't know what that means.
Yep.
You liar.
I don't have a clue what that means.
Stick with that.
Thank you, Caitlin.
You liar ass liar.
I don't know.
But they're crazy about dogs. And is that a race thing?
Oh, well, yeah. Like I let Luck sleep with me. And to be a black woman letting a dog sleep in your bed is crazy. Like, my grandmother would be like, girl, what?
Really?
Yes.
My friend said the fact that I will take my face and put it up to a strange dog's face, like that I just met, is like very white of me to do.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I do.
Yeah, it's like nose to
Without
nose.
hesitation. I've never met this dog in my life. The dog could be from the street, a rescue dog. I get right on the ground and put my face right where its mouth is.
I also do that with like goats at a petting like I'm crazy.
I'm always doing that with goats.
Kalen's entertainment
with goats
is on the Fred Show.
Farm animals. I'll do it. I'll do it with all of them. The wife of Giants relief pitcher, and I'm not sure how to say his last name, Sean Hjelle, has accused the athlete of abuse, affairs, and abandoning her and her two kids. Caroline shared a now viral TikTok that she posted on Friday of her playing with her two children. She said the video was taken a week before Mother's Day and claims that Sean bailed on their family after she found out about his affairs. Caroline said that she is done putting up with his abuse, so she's raising their two kids alone. The Giants also released a statement Friday saying they are aware of the allegations and they've been talking to the MLB, who handles those kinds of things, and said that they won't be commenting further, and we'll see what the MLB has to say after their investigation. Sean has not commented yet either. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez threw a foam party on his big old yacht just days before exchanging vows in Venice. Now, they were spotted off the coast of Europe, covered in bubbles. Their bodies both looking banging. They are getting ready for this wedding, doing PDA, of course. They're always all over each other. The party actually may have been for Lauren's son, Evan. It was the night before his 19th birthday. Also did a big dinner for him, but I'm sure it's getting overshadowed by the wedding. The couple is tying the knot in Venice. Like I said, just a few days, the Amman Venice Hotel in the city is all booked up from Wednesday to Sunday. So I'm assuming guests will also be staying there. I'm not sure if they're getting married at a church or at the hotel, but we will see. But the royal wedding that no one in Venice wants to happen is about to go down. They were literally protesting. But that one guy was like, we won't even let them get to their venue. So we'll see if they carry that out or if...
Well, and I'm hearing they're doing a lot of the things like, and I think we've talked about it in your report, but I was just reading recently that when Bill Gates got married, somewhere in Hawaii, I believe it was, Maui or something, he bought every hotel room. He bought out every hotel. He bought out everything. He bought out every helicopter so that no paparazzi could fly over it. No reporters could stay at any hotels. Like, he just took over the place so that it could be semi-private, I guess.
Right.
And that's what they're doing, is they're buying up everything. And it's like, you don't own this place, man. But he could if he wanted to, because he's got that much damn money.
Yeah, I mean, they get a ton of tourists, obviously, usually daytime tourists. And so, all the water taxis are already rented. So they're kind of upset about that. But I'm sure they will be making a ton of money off of them. So hopefully they do. But yeah, they don't want it. And really quick, Casey Musgraves canceled last night's concert in Nashville because she broke a rib in Mexico, which is very painful. The singer shared an x-ray and all the details with fans on social. She says the fall happened on Wednesday, June 18th, with her saying she's actually still in Mexico. According to her, it was raining. She was running to get towels maybe some drinks were involved. The tile floor was very slick. She didn't notice. She fell really hard, broke her rib, and she rescheduled the show. But ouch, that sounds very painful. By the way, if you want to catch up on anything you missed from our show, just type the Fred Show on demand and set us as a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Oh no, I got a text from the lake party group chat that I've been added to. Oh boy. Great show. You have a new fan even with the ageism jokes.
Ooh.
Oh, they heard it.
Way to go, Ed and Tim. No one runs anymore. Those are the guys who had to get up and go running. And I'm like, you guys are, come on.
Come on, boys.
I don't think it's ageism. They're older than me, but I don't think I was saying anything. Hey, those two dudes older than me went running. What did I do? Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Ageism? I don't believe there was any ageism.
Strike one. Don't get kicked out.
I'm worried for you.
I know. I thought I was very complimentary. I thought it was a very nice review over the weekend.
Do they know just like how amazing a feat it is to get you to do any of those things?
They have no idea. They have no idea how antisocial I am. They have no clue what an introvert I am.
Wow.
People seem surprised by this information. They're like, no, you're not. Like, no, I am. Like, when I use all my words before 10 a.m. and I go home, and I don't say anything to anybody. So, yeah. And it's one thing if I'm around people that I know, because then they know, like, okay, he's probably just going to chill and, like, it's all good. But then, this was like, I felt pressure to be part of this group of men, these esteemed men, and these are my new friends. It's hard to make new friends as a grown-up. It really is. And I think I did. But I was most concerned about embarrassing the guy who brought me into the group.
And honestly, it's something for me to look forward to. Like, in my 60s, that's all I want to do is drink with my friends and hang out.
No, these guys are doing it right.
Right.
Like, yeah. Yeah. They're all successful and, got money and this. Yeah, right. No,
They probably shouldn't listen to this, though.
Yeah, I didn't tell him to.
No.
I didn't. The fun fact, but we just talked about office dogs and all the things that Gen Z or Y or whatever it is, all the crap they think they nap room and video games and the ice cream bar and a sandbox, everything they should be. One company gets it. This is an office perk that I am demanding, and I'll tell you what it is next.
More Fred Show next.
It's Fred from the Fred Show and my friend Amy Witherite from 1-800-TRUCK. I'm not saying anything about anybody else, but I will say, I guess I am saying something about other people.
Come on.
There are lawyers out there it's kind of like a gimmick. Like, I don't know. They're trying to get your attention while cases.
Yeah. We don't have any mascots or jingles or rap songs. We don't do any of that. We're just, Fred, we're real lawyers. Mm-hmm. And we sign up cases. We get people healthy and well. We file their lawsuits. We go all the way through trial if we need to. We do whatever it takes to be real lawyers for real
had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend, she a real bad. Drive her own car, she don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in hot. Best friend, you the baddest and you know it. Uh-oh, girl, I think our booty growing. Get up in the mirror, hit them poses. Best friends and you glowing. Best friends and your wrist is like it's frozen. Uh-oh, girl, I think our booty growing. Get up in the mirror, hit them poses. Best friend, you my soulmate.
The Fred Show is on. Fred's Fun Fact.
Fred's Fun Fact. The more you know, the more you know. You can learn so much.
Learn so much. Guys, the company Deloitte, I think they're consultants. I don't know. I see them all around with their Patagonia vests on, say Deloitte. You know, their button downs. I see those guys. However, this is brilliant. Deloitte recently expanded its employee well-being program. What's that? An employee well-being program? Huh? Como se dice? I don't know. To include Lego sets and puzzles.
Oh.
Eligible U.S. employees can use up to $1,000 of their annual wellness allowance on these, what they're calling creative tools, alongside other benefits like gym memberships and ergonomic equipment.
Ergonomic.
Okay. This initiative aims to help employees reduce stress, boost creativity, and improve mental health while working in a demanding environment. You can spend a G on Legos. I know what my next one's going to be. My friend Jess sent it to me. It's a Lego of one. It's like a miniature of those coin things that spit out the little bubbles with toys in them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what that's called.
Yeah.
But you know, you like twist the thing and then a little egg comes out or whatever. It's like plastic has a toy inside. You build the machine and you build the little eggs that go inside of it.
Oh, okay. Do we still have room for this?
No, I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to have it.
More Fred Show next.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Do your summer plans include travel? Make sure your prep includes more than just flights and hotels. Stay up to date with COVID-19 vaccination, especially if you're 65 or older or have certain health conditions. There have been surges in COVID-19 in the summer, too. It's important to help protect yourself no matter your destination. So